As a multifamily broker, I can't tell you how many times I've had investors get upset after they've lost a deal in a competitive bid scenario. Many buyers will make excuses. The one I hear most often is, well, why didn't the broker or the seller come back to me just one more time? Now, I've been fortunate enough to be in this business for 20 years now and have completed over 700 transactions. And there's one thing I've learned. If you ain't first place, you're last. In this video, we're going to go over how the most elite investors in the world continue to win deal after deal after deal. Let's go! In a solicitation for offers scenario, they usually go down in one of three ways. The first scenario may be if a seller wants to do a first come, first served type of offering, which means that as soon as a broker brings them a viable offer from a viable buyer, they'll go right to contract. Scenario 2 is where there's a regular call for offers, which means that in the very beginning, the broker will state to all of the buyers a date at which offers are due. And the third scenario is what we call a rolling call for offers, which just means that the listing broker and the seller are kind of waiting to see how the marketing process goes, what the velocity of offers are, who the interested parties are. And as they watch this process, during the process, they will then state a call for offers date in the future. In this video, we're going to concentrate on the last two, which are the call for offer scenarios where there are multiple offers. The call for offers is simply a date stated in the future in which all offers are due. It's a deadline for offers. Most call for offer deals will also have what's called a best and final, which is a second round of offers where they narrow down the first round of offers to the very best round of offers, and they call that the best and final. During the call for offers first round, in a situation in which you know there's going to be a best and final, your goal is to bring a strong enough offer right off the get-go to make sure you're going to make it to that second round call for offers. But not so strong that you don't have anything left to give during the best and final. But please, and this is important, even though it's just the first round, you gotta come super strong. Now, the reason you want to come strong on the front end, but still leaving a little room for the best and final, is that sellers are human beings. And the way the mind works is that if you made it to the best and final and then didn't budge at all on that second round, then the seller's going to feel like you're unwilling to be flexible. And so then you're going to be inflexible during the purchase and sale agreement. And you may be inflexible during due diligence. And you may be inflexible when it comes down to the closing period. Now, this first round of offers is super important, as I said before, to bring it. That means you should listen to this video right up here, which is how to win multiple offer situations, including submitting your bio, list of transactions you own, letter from lenders, letters of recommendation from brokers, etc. Assuming you made it past the first round and you made it to the best and final offers, usually that means that you are among somewhere between 25 and 50% of the initial offers that you're competing against. So if there were 12 offers on that first round, you're now in the best and final with probably somewhere between 3 and 6 other buyers. I'm going to give you 5 points to ponder in this process. Number 1, try to get some guidance from the broker based on what they saw of the initial offers. Now listen, brokers can't tell you what other specific buyers offered on their deals, but they can at least give you some guidance on minimums at which you need to be at to even be considered moving forward, and then it's up to you to try to go above and beyond those minimums to win the deal. Number 2, many buyers wait until the last hour or so of the deadline of the best and finals before they turn in their offer for 2 reasons. Number 1, many of them feel like they don't want the broker to shop their offer to other buyers to get the other buyers' offers up. And number 2, it's not a race in the best and final round. Take every minute you need to get the best price and terms that you can offer. Number 3, you have got to offer a price that will leave you with no regrets. What does that look like? Well, if you lose the deal and later find out after closing what that new buyer paid or what the terms were they offered, you want to be shocked they were that aggressive. You want to feel like they were crazy for offering that kind of price and terms because you don't understand how they could ever make that work. There is no worse feeling than knowing you could have met or exceeded the winning bidder's amount had you known. Number 4, you need to stress test every possible price you can muster to determine your absolute break point, because remember, there is no second place. There are no ribbons. No one's gonna walk up to you and be like, man, you did a really good job going through those first 2 rounds and you got second place. Here's a couple $1 million. Ain't gonna happen. If a buyer loses out on a deal and they get upset that the broker or the seller didn't come back to them one more time, I'm here to tell you that buyer messed up. That buyer left money on the table. That buyer got a little stingy. If you went through this process correctly, you shouldn't be upset when you lose. Disappointed? Sure. Upset? Nope. And number 5, the best piece of advice I can give you. The thing that I see violated most often. Come here a little bit closer, let me tell you. Don't offer just enough to win the deal. Your goal is to win the deal. Ask yourself, I've offered $12,100,000. What if another buyer was coming in at $12,300,000? Could I make that work? Does it still meet my return objectives? Would I be sick with myself over $200,000 if I lost it? Now, we've talked a lot about price, but other terms, of course, are important. Deposits and going hard earlier on in the process or up front on day one are other ways to win deals. I'm not encouraging that, but it's something to consider if you know the product and the deal and the market well enough. In addition, due diligence and closing periods, of course, are other considerations. And let me address something else. I find that there's a lot of buyers out there who get scared to be the winning buyer among 10 or 12 offers because they think to themselves, well, shoot, did I pay too much? What will my investors think of me? The elite investors I see transact, they think that making enough money is a lot better than making no money. Those who understand that continue to grow their unit count, continue to become more powerful in competitive bid scenarios because their global cash flow portfolio is allowing them to get more and more aggressive and yet still make enough money. Listen, I'm not saying you buy every deal that makes just enough cash flow to pay off expenses and debt. I'm also not advocating for buying deals whose risks can make things inherently more difficult to make work. What I am saying is stop trying to win deals using a garage sale mentality where you just pay enough to win. You need to go in with guns blazing and you're gonna win that deal. I hope this video brought you value, and if it did, give me a like and a subscribe down below and hit the notification bell so you can be notified when every video comes out right away. See you on the next one. Bings, really? Nope, no. Nope. Nope. App. Nope. Nope. Nope.